I think one of those is a very meta look at what we're doing right now. Trying to figure out, like, because here's the thing is, whether it's in the confessional part of this or in the way I do tag the post or whatever, I want to say, look, guys, a lot of you asked me after the Ryan Serhant video, like, why we weren't doing the vlog anymore and where more vlog episodes was. And honestly, I didn't have much of an answer for you at all because I didn't know what we were doing in the vlog. Yeah. Right? Like, the Serhant stuff was awesome. It also revealed that doing it the way we were doing was going to be unsustainable and probably, honestly, pretty boring. Yeah. And so we wanted to put some real thought into it. So we decided to take a couple of months and really wrap our heads around all of it. And here's what that looked like. Yeah. Right. And it's all of this getting ready to get ready. But there's a reason for it because we want it to be authentic. Yeah. Because we want it to be genuine. Like, and that's all fucking true. Right. So. I'm gonna do this just like I'm talking to you. I'm gonna stop doing this thing where I'm speaking into the ether and I'm just gonna start talking to you, and because it's too awkward otherwise, and I feel like it's fucking bougie as shit. And that is the problem with this whole fucking thing. And that is why it's so hard to be consistent with it and why we haven't done it for a few months. Because it's impossible to come up with unique content every single day if you are trying to think of shit to do. And that is where my head kept getting fucked up with all this. Was I thought I had to go home at the end of the night and come up with ideas, and then I couldn't come up with ideas, so I didn't want to do it, and then we would just cancel a video session or whatever. And for the past, ever since the Serhant thing came out, that was awesome, but also the past 3 weeks now, it's caused people to kind of look around and be like, you haven't done a video in a while, or if I talk about it, they're like, oh yeah, where are your videos or whatever, right? Like, and I started realizing that, one, it was cool that people were watching them, which like, that part was like, feed your ego a little bit, but like, dude, there was no way, when we sat down to think about the video because I've wanted forever to do the video about like letting other people speak their love languages to you. And we tried to shoehorn that in so many times, even going to some shitty park to like film this thing. And it started to become really disingenuous, not intentionally, but like when we were recording that and I had tried to do it 3 or 4 times just to freaking get nothing out of it. That was me. I started realizing like we can't do this. So anyways, I sat down with Brian and Becca about whatever the hell, where this was going to go and whether it was worth us continuing to put time and resources into it. And they made me kind of understand that it's not about like finding content or whatever. And it's not about you sitting down and producing a bunch of shit we put on tape and trying to mush it together into a video. It's literally about what are the 3 things that I am dealing with on a daily basis, right? I'm dealing with the fact that my focus and concentration is difficult, right? I'm focusing on the fact that my finances are always in a state of flux and constantly getting those worked out from previous shitty decisions. And then kind of the what did you call it? The mental well-being part of it, right? And being a father and the day-to-day life stuff. Through doing that, all the shit that we wanted to talk about was going to be there instead of trying to find like one-off little topics that we make catchy headlines for. And that was the part of it I got caught up in, was thinking each one of these had to be grabby or had to like make some huge, you know, impact on my social media or whatever. And as I started moving down the path a little bit more, and Becca pointed out that this should be a conduit for me to grow my habits and get better at the stuff that I'm struggling with, and we happen to catch it on camera. And if other people gravitate towards that because they see a likeness in what I'm doing and what they're doing or struggling with, then fucking cool. And if they don't, then whatever. I got a documented journal for Luke to go back and find what not to do. So I think the 3 things that show up in my life more than anything else are the financial problems I have caused for myself, right? The fatherhood part, around not just having a kid, but also dealing with my lack of having a father, right? And how that shows up in my day-to-day life. And then just my own personal growth, which is a huge part of the journey, right? The finances have never been solid. It's always something I'm going to take care of next year. And because I do make a decent amount of money and have no money management skills, there's probably a lot of people who are in some kind of similar boat. And I think my journey on like investing, right? Like I missed a huge opportunity yesterday. I've got money sitting in an account to invest and I didn't do anything with it because I don't know what to do. I don't speak the language. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I see people talking about buying Airbnbs or buying rental properties, right? And there's aspects of that I'm not able to take advantage of because I've made such poor money management decisions in the past. I would love for us to have a video someday where I'm buying an apartment complex and we can look back on all these other videos and be like, dude, that was the exact progression of how we got from point A to point B, right? Same thing with Luke. Luke's adorable because he's 7. Is he gonna be adorable when he's 12 and 14? I can tell you right now, I don't like as many pictures of people's teenagers as I do of their kids, right? Like, and I'm sure it's gonna be the same thing for me. And how I am as a father and how I react to certain frustrations. Everybody gets to see Luke and I, you know, the social media part of it, but we argue my lack of having a father around shows up on a daily basis. My personal need to be liked shows up on a daily basis with my kid, right? And being able to walk that stuff out and maybe even have the encouragement or the accountability of having a camera on the other side of it. Last summer, I let Luke completely bail on summer camp, just brought him to the office every day. That wasn't good for he or I. He needs the kid interaction. I need the time away to get done the stuff that I need to get done so I can do all the things that I want to do and go on the vacations with him and go on the dinners with my friends and do all of that stuff. And that's part of the larger part of all this, which is really the third thing is the personal growth aspect of this, which I feel like is an umbrella over all of it.
Well, and inside of the overarching like mental well-being and your day-to-day, I mean, you've got your ADHD journey.
Yeah.
You've got your journaling, your meditation. Like those are all like 3 huge things that have kind of been shaping.
Well, and imagine this too, dude, right? Imagine this. If I'm actually taking the time to document the journey just for myself, not I'm not talking about documenting on camera. Like if I talked about meditation every week, people would be like, who gives a shit, right? But if you bring that up every 6-8 weeks or something, and people have seen the growth through the videos and seen those types of things, it's going to grab a lot more. Now, the cool thing for me is the habit stack on the background is meditating every day, and then also writing it down and documenting it somewhere for me so I can see the journey and be able to articulate it. Even if this thing goes nowhere and nobody cares about it, there's so much value for me personally in just that endeavor of meditating every day and documenting what that meditation looks like. I'm more clear and directed when I show up at the office. I'm more calm in my personal life because I'm throwing off these stresses that just bog me down. And through that now, I'm attracting in the right people to my life. I'm bringing in people who are genuine and authentic, who care about me and understand me at a higher level, so I'm able to give back to them at a higher level. Like all because I was documenting my meditation for a vlog we're doing, right? That's life-changing shit. And if that's where this thing ends up going and how it ends up affecting just me, dude, cool. That's perfect. I don't know. I think we got a game plan for how we want to do this and how it's going to look, and I hope it doesn't suck. And if it does, I hope you guys tell me because I don't want to look like an idiot on fucking camera. And so we'll see. Welcome back.